Okay, now we've got this union apart, and we're going to rebuild it with this. I already had this coupling, this union here, and so I'm going to take this coupling and I'm going to connect this coupling to this union, and this one side of it anyway, and hopefully this camera doesn't die on me where I'm having to do start this over, or have to do a necessary part 3. Alright, so I've got this coupling, 1.5 inches, okay, and let's see, can we see? This is almost all the way in. I'm trying to get you. There you go. Now you can see. We are probably at 80, 85%, 90% in there. They say you can use as little as a quarter in, but not for this. Sprinkler pipe, okay. But we're not dealing with sprinkler pipe here. So the first thing I'm going to do is get these ready. Open. This primer, it's Christie's Red Hot Glue. And this is weld-on primer. It's more of a professional grade, which I bought at Wynn Nelson's Plumbing. That's where plumbing contractors get their parts. One of them anyway. You always want to scuff this up so that you get a real good bond, especially when you're, well, always, regardless. You always want to do this. Don't take any shortcuts. You know, take the time to do it right. You know, haste makes waste. That's an old saying, but there's a lot of truth in that saying. You know, these youngsters nowadays don't seem to know that. Not a whole lot of them have been taught this. You know, haste does make waste. And if you take the time to do it right, you will have a good job. You'll feel good about it. And, you know, accidents and oversight can still occur even when you're taking your time to do it right. You know, a little thing called human error. So, you know, we really should take our time. Now, for those of you that are aware, you know, even the Bible says, whatever your hand finds to do, do it with your heart, mind, and soul. Do it to the best of your ability, as unto the Lord. You know, so there's wisdom in all this. Whether we connect it to the Bible or we don't, there's wisdom here. Taking the time to do what it takes to do it right. So if your grandpa, your father, somebody's been teaching you guys this, and you're kind of laughing at him and shaking your head, well, I'm here to tell you, there's a lot of truth in that. And you get enough life experiences underneath you, you begin to find out, man, Dad wasn't so dumb after all. Grandpa, man, that really made sense. I'm glad my grandfather taught me that, or at least tried to anyway. I wasn't listening, and he was trying. Or Dad was trying to teach me, and I wasn't listening. At some point, if you don't already have it, you recognize that, wow, I should have listened. If I'm irritating you, I'm not trying to irritate you. Just trying to, you know, help you out here and get you ahead of the game. Because, you know, if you're working for an employer, you know, you're doing a good job, and they see that you care about what you're doing, you're the guy they're going to promote. So, you want to be heads and shoulders above just the average guy that doesn't really care. Okay? And those that don't care, start caring, and you'll experience the benefits of caring. Okay, blowing that out. Now we're ready for the primer. Over here. As we say out there in South, over here. That's what I'm talking about. You know? Alright, now we're dry fitting, except for this connection. So, I've only put primer on this one side, as you see. And looks like maybe I might need just a tad more going in here. Alright. So we don't want to get any dirt really in that. Now we're going to put this primer around here. You know, when you scuff this up, you know, it helps the primer to hold. It helps to soften it a little bit better. It gets down into the plastic a little better. I mean, it just works all the way around. You can't go wrong. And the next thing I'm going to do, because it's cold and I want this to set up, the environment is damp. And my camera just fell. Okay, so we're going to heat this up so that it will will dry the glue better. I've got a heat gun I'm using. That'll heat it up pretty quick. And you have to be careful because it will melt this plastic. You can't hold it in one spot. You got to keep it moving and not too close. Although the fan on this isn't blowing very hard, and this has been a while since I've used a heat gun. I've been using a blow dryer, and that works pretty good actually. But doesn't get quite hot enough because of the cold temperature, and you know, you have to wrap your material, put it in a cardboard box or something, you know, to get it to really warm up and the blow dryer work more efficiently. You could be